It's time for full transparency. I'm gonna show you the goods, put it all out there. Hello everyone, my name is Zach, and welcome to On Cashflow, where I help you become a master of your own cash flow. Now let's get started. Wait a second, you're not retired. You're a YouTuber. Sure, buddy. I put a lot of research and effort into building this YouTube channel. It's still literally just been me. I've been doing it all. But let me tell you something. It's about a lot more than just money. In fact, it's far from just having another income source. This is fun. It's character building, to say the least. And because so many people are always quick to point out that you have a YouTube channel, therefore you're not retired. Now, instead of saying I'm retired, I say I'm retired. But if someone in person asks me, like, what do I do? I'm not going to tell them I'm retired. No, I actually have a pretty good explanation. I tell them that I'm in internet marketing. Something so broad and something so non-specific that no one ever really questions it. Here's a preface for you, a preface. It hasn't been much. In fact, if I probably were to add it up, I might have actually lost money by making this YouTube channel. So go ahead and stop writing that comment about how I'm not retired and instead I'm just a financial YouTuber. All right, here is my current primary income sources from YouTube. We have, of course, YouTube ads, which everyone knows about. You've probably gotten pretty annoyed by watching one of those before you started this video. And then I have affiliates, which basically means I could make some money from recommending a product or service. I also have my book and audio guide, which I don't really mention very often, but yes, I wrote a book and I created an audio guide. It's not exactly an audio book, so I don't call it an audio book. Instead, I call it an audio guide. And lastly, I do, believe it or not, offer some consulting, and some people have actually done it. And that's something that I almost never mention because I don't really actually want to do that much of it because that's hard work. And before I get too far into the weeds here, I just want to say that YouTube, while it is my primary thing, like this is my main thing that I do in order to hopefully create income in the future, I do have some other small side hustles that I partake in. And I have a whole other video for you if you want to watch and find out what those side hustles are, because I think that you could probably do them as well. And now let's go to the very beginning where it all began. And what I mean by that is when I posted my first video here on YouTube. So when did it first start? I'm not exactly sure. But if I go back and I look at when I first posted a video on YouTube, the date was August 31st, 2019. And wow, time has really gone by. Okay, I can't believe it was back in 2019. But that was when I have my first video here on YouTube, and it was absolutely horrible. In fact, maybe for like the first year, all of those videos were absolutely horrible. Believe it or not, there is a super steep learning curve when it comes to creating videos for YouTube. Even simple talking head videos like this one, even videos that are just talking about financial stuff where you don't have to like go outside and get all this kind of B-roll and things like that. If you look back at those really old videos, you can see how big that learning curve is. With the equipment such as the lighting and the camera and just how you talk and not saying and just editing and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. I would say go ahead and check out those older videos, but they're actually quite embarrassing. So don't feel like you have to go check them out. Let's take a look at how much YouTube themselves have paid me. So the primary way that YouTube pays creators is through the YouTube Partner Program is what they call it. And mainly that's going to be through ads. So we have 2019. $0. We have 2020. Hey, we made some money. $487.81 for the entire year. Don't quit your day job, folks. Then we have 2021, my biggest year yet. $5,947.15. And you might ask, is that per month? Nope, that's for the entire year. And then we have 2022, which was almost the exact same amount of 2021. Quite suspicious if you ask me. $5,900.63. And now 2023. And this is actually year to date because I don't have all the data yet for this. But it is $4,191.06. Not even as quite as much as the past 2 years. Now let's take a look at this holistically. What does that actually mean? I don't know, but let's just take a look at it with everything combined. If I look at my data here, for all of these years, I have made $16,526.65 from the YouTube Partner Program. And they paid me that amount for 1,109,452 views. Sounds like a lot of views, right? Over 1 million. But let me tell you what, that is like nothing. That's basically like, dust in a dusty house. I don't know. I don't know an analogy for that, but that is basically nothing. But the best way to look at it is what is your, I think they call it CPA, CTR, CT something. The best way to look at it is how much you get paid per 1,000 views. That is kind of like the metric that all YouTubers use for how much they get paid. It comes out to $14.90 per 1,000 views. And believe it or not, that is actually on the higher side when it comes to YouTube, at least based on what I have done with my own research. And that includes all the views that I've gotten before I was monetized. A lot of YouTubers can only dream about that amount of money per 1,000 views. And I'm actually getting $14.90 per 1,000 views because my niche is technically in the personal finance space. And that is usually one of the highest paying ads. So every time you get one of those little scammy ads, yeah, they're paying a good amount of money in order to have you see that scam ad because they're going to get somebody sooner or later. And by the way, I don't get to pick and choose which kind of ads show on here, by the way. That's all YouTube, so don't come knocking on my door. Okay, but seriously, you do need a lot of views in order to make a good amount of money here on YouTube. Let that be the lesson. Fortunately for me, and fortunately for other YouTubers, YouTube Partner Program is not the only way you can make money here on YouTube, right? There are other ways. But before I get into that, I just want to say really quick that I'm putting a lot of the juicy details here, right here on the table for you to see. And if you enjoy seeing those juicy details, please let me know by hitting the like button on this video, because it really does help me out, and I would really appreciate that. Now let's get back into it. Let's take a look at some of the other YouTube income sources that I personally have here on the channel right now. Now, rather than going into every single individual income source, the easiest way for us both to kind of realize this is to actually look at my tax return. Yeah, I'm gonna throw out some more juicy details for you. So we can take a look at how much I made from self-employment, because my self-employment is from this YouTube channel. So 2019, let's take a look at this. Minus $1,214 of a loss. Yes, I lost money on the YouTube channel in 2019. I bought some stuff, tried to make my YouTube channel better, but I didn't make any profit. Because remember, I made $0. 2020, maybe it got better, right? Maybe it got better. Nope, $817 loss. A little bit less than 2019, that's nice. You know, I spent more. I made a little bit more, but I spent more. But another year of loss. And then we have 2021, the best year yet. Wow. Don't quit your day job, like I said. Seriously, don't. Then we have 2022. Not a bad year, but not quite as good as 2021. $5,922 of profit. More profit than the year before. Why is that? Well, because I bought most of my stuff there in 2021 for the equipment that I'm using, so I didn't need as much equipment. I actually technically made less income in 2022 from this business, but I also had less expenses that year as well. And then we have 2023 year to date. This is not complete quite yet. I haven't filed my taxes quite yet, but right now I'm showing a profit of $4,915.03. So as you can see, I am very, very much still retired. I'm not just a financial YouTuber here making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, but I ain't sour about it neither. But now that you know the truth about how much I make from YouTube, I want to know from you in the comments below. What do you plan on doing when you become financially independent? Do you plan on having any kind of income sources? Do you plan on starting a small business or just having some, small side hustles or anything like that? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say. And if you thought that was that, you're in for a really good surprise here. Okay, I'm gonna show you how much I could be making. Now that's fun, right? And the way I'm gonna show you this is I'm gonna show you how much I would make from all of the affiliate deals that I make, because this is pretty much my secondary primary income source, if that makes sense, right? Right behind the YouTube ads. So this is probably what I would generally make most of my money from, just recommending other products and services. And again, I'm only going to recommend products and services that I actually use and that I actually believe in, that I know will benefit you more than what they cost. In order to help illustrate how much I could be making from these affiliate deals, I'm actually going to go through them one by one. And you would find all of these on oncashflow.com/resources. So this is my monetized page on my website where I would send you to see, hey, maybe check out this service, or hey, maybe check out this product because I use it and I recommend it. And yes, there is some bias in these products. I am motivated by money just like pretty much any other human, but I think to a much lesser extent. So I'm not 100% dependent on this income, and I am very satisfied with the life that financial independence has given me. It's allowed me to live a frugal life, live a minimal life, and live a much happier life. Let's get on to the affiliate deals. So if I ever recommend to you F.I.R.E or personal capital, which is to track your income, this is how much I would make. So I would only get $100 if someone signs up through my link and they link over $100,000 of assets to personal capital. So if they have like their retirement accounts, their checking account, and things like that, if they link that in personal capital and it's more than $100,000, then I would make $100. Otherwise, if someone signs up and they don't link at least that much, I make $0. How many of you are actually over there signing up for F.I.R.E and linking over $100,000? Not very many, and I have the data to prove it. Okay, but moving on to the next one. M1, formerly known as M1 Finance. They're who I use for my actual investments. I have my Roth IRA, my traditional IRA, I have my taxable account there, and the same with my wife's account. I would get $75. If someone clicks through my link, signs up for M1, and funds their account, then I could possibly get $75. This is a lot more doable, but how many people out there are switching their retirement accounts? How many are switching their investment accounts? Not very many. So it's not like I get paid very often for this as well. But if you're looking to switch, maybe try out M1, eh? All right, but moving on to the next one, it is card ratings. So this is a website that basically shows you some of the best current credit card offers for bonuses and cashback and travel rewards and all things like that. And I actually honestly have no idea how much I would get paid for this. It depends, and it's so much different per card, and it changes so often that I don't even pay attention. I don't even ask questions. I just have it on there, and to be honest, I barely ever recommend credit cards anyway, and maybe I will in the future because it is actually something that I do in my life in order to make a lot of extra, free travel and cashback and things like that. But it's something that I haven't really done too much on just yet. But if you are looking to get a new credit card, hey, maybe check out right here, card ratings. Okay, seriously, the next one is New Retirement. And New Retirement is a retirement planning software. All right, so you can go in there and run all kinds of different scenarios. It's very, very sophisticated. Yeah, it's the most advanced calculator that I've ever used. And I tried it out and I was like, okay, I gotta get in good with these people because this is a really cool calculator. And so I use it all the time now. And so the way I would get paid through New Retirement is if you sign up through New Retirement and you purchase the premium plan on there. So basically you have access to a lot more features on there. And if you do that, then I could potentially get $100. But of course there also is a free version. If you were to sign up for that free version and you never upgraded to the pro plan, I would make $0. Which is perfectly fine. It just depends on what suits your needs. Next up, I do have Amazon on there. I don't really promote products that often, but if you ever click through this and you go to Amazon, then it creates a little cookie, not the one you eat, but like on the web. And then when you make a purchase from Amazon, anything you purchase from Amazon, I'll get a commission from. And this commission is very, very low. That's why I never really mention anything. But I do have a page on there where I have stuff that I recommend, like Save Money or books that I've read and things like that. It doesn't only apply to those products. Thankfully, it applies to any products that you purchase within a certain amount of time. It's anywhere usually from about 4% to 6%. So if you were to make a $100 purchase on Amazon through my link, I would get like $4 to $6. Nothing really to write home about. And that's why I don't really say anything about it. And next up, the creme de la creme, that is consulting. And there's a reason why it's on the very bottom of the page. I don't exactly talk about it very often, but there have been a few people that have gone through and done some consulting with me, and it was really fun. And the reason why I don't market that much is consulting is a lot less passive than these other ways of making money. Affiliate links are a lot more passive than consulting is. But still, if you're interested and you want to talk to me about something that I could help you out with, go ahead and feel free to book something on there if you want to. And then we have next my ebook and my audio guide. So that ebook link will take you to Amazon where I have the ebook on there. It's very, very short, but very full of juicy details on the Roth IRA ladder conversion strategy. It's what I currently use in order to basically avoid taxes forever. Yeah, hopefully. So I actually want to show you how much Amazon takes, by the way, for this ebook. So you can see if it has a selling price of $4.99, if I make a sale through that, I actually only get $3.35 per sale. So that is Amazon taking 33% of that $4.99, by the way. Not a very good deal. So I'm mostly just putting it out there because I want it to benefit you if you're actually interested in using the Roth IRA ladder. And then I have the audio guide, which is currently through Spring. And on there, if you look, if it is $9.99 and it makes a sale, then I would get $7.59 per sale, which means that Spring is taking 24%. Not as bad as Amazon, but still, that's almost a quarter of the income, right? And that audio guide is about how to get started on the path to financial independence. It's mostly very motivational. It helps you get your stuff together, right? And you can listen to it anywhere, right? So you can listen to it in your car, you can listen to it in bed, you can listen to it instead of doing work at the office, whatever you want to do. That's the truth about how much I make on YouTube as a financial YouTuber, or if that's what you want to call it. But of course, no matter what you do, whether you're just watching the videos, whether you're hitting the like button, you're making comments, or you're clicking through, checking out my affiliates, or anything like that, I really appreciate your support. This channel is so much more than just an income source for me. And if you're interested in some of the other income sources that I have, some of the tiny side hustles, as I like to call it, then check out this video next, okay? That's gonna pop up on the screen right after I get off the screen. And it'll also be in the description and the pinned comment as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Zach from OnCashFlow.com, and I hope to see you next time. It's about fun. It's been fun. It's about, this is fun. This is fun. And it's a